Hey everybody! One of the long-term projects that GUE Seattle has been involved in is exploring the history of our local lakes. At the last annual meeting, we announced a partnership with Coastal Sensing to update our sonar scans with new data. I'm sure you're all wondering how that's going. For Lake Washington, we need another 8 or 10 days of data collection. That means getting our schedules to align with decent weather and relatively light boat traffic in the few spots that we still need to collect data. Then, much like photogrammetry, we have to process the raw data into a mosaic that we can actually use to identify and locate wrecks. Now, before everyone gives up all hope of ever diving on a new wreck, I'll give you the big news. We've finished that process for Lake Union. That's right, we have a complete sonar scan of Lake Union. Now, the big question is, did we find anything? Was it worth the wait? Yes. So, importantly, the data is really high resolution, very high detail, so you can actually tell whether a thing is a shipwreck or a shipwreck-shaped pile of rocks. One is worth diving on, the other not so much. The other thing is we're actually finding new wrecks. So in Lake Union alone, we've found 5 new wrecks. That's a big deal. So what comes next? When do we get to drop on these new wrecks? We're tech divers. We get excited about this stuff. We're also tech divers who get excited about risk management. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, first we need to admit that even if we put out this data just to the GUE Seattle community, it's exciting enough that it will leak fairly rapidly out into the broader dive community. Second, there are some things that could go really wrong. So there might be unforeseen hazards, the sort of thing that you can't see on a sonar scan, but which would still really ruin your dive. There might also be human remains. These could be grave sites. And third, there might be historic artifacts or lootable items that someone could steal. The last thing that we need is for some stranger to come wandering up on the beach, holding the ship's bell from some new wreck, telling Como News that GUE Seattle told him where to find it. Not a good look. So we're working on a plan for the controlled release of this information. In the near term, that's going to look like keeping wreck data fairly close hold and picking experienced teams of divers who can make an informed decision about how to accept those risks. Now, all that aside, this is really exciting news. We have a complete sonar map of Lake Union showing 5 new wrecks, and we're almost done with the Lake Washington map. This is incredible. If you're not excited by this news, I don't know what to tell you. So let's go diving.